Welcome back to my CCNA episodes, where we're going to today look at a little bit about IP version 6. For those who are doing the official CCNA course, you'll find that this is one of the packet tracer labs that we'll be following. But you can actually build this along if you're not doing a CCNA lab. So let's have a look at it. Alright, so over here we've got the actual topology. We've got some nodes there, some hosts. They're all in the same subnet. We're going to do some IP version 6 assignments. We're going to assign IP6 addresses. It's not an overly difficult. The only difficult part to it is that we're working with IP version 6 addresses there, these numbers. Okay. We can see that actually we do have separate subnets, I'm just noticing. We've got two different subnets. So the network ID, which is, let's have a look if we can zoom in a bit. We'll see this is on the sort of like dash or semicolon 1, or double colon, whatever you call those double colons there. That's a 1 network, and that's the 2 network. Okay. And they're /64, so that means that pretty much half the IP address, the IP version 6 address, half of it is network. And the second half is all nodes or hosts. So we've got 2 networks, and we're going to assign, well actually, really, there's actually 3 networks here. So we've got 3 IP version 6 addresses. Now looking at the exercise, and this is the first time I've looked at it actually, this really is the first time, this is not prepared, I haven't done this before, we're going to work together. It's telling us exactly how to configure these IP version 6 addresses. When you're saying IP addresses and you're mentioning when you're doing IP6, you should say IP version 6. It's just standard standard things to say, I guess. All right, let's have a look at the exercise. And this exercise actually, it's going to tell us how to do everything. I'm going to zoom in a bit so you can see that a bit better. Okay, so it's actually going to it's telling us everything we need. That's pretty good. It's a good exercise. And so we need to go into the router 1. There's only one router, and we're just going to configure the different interfaces. And honestly, it is really easy. The only difficult part is that we've got some letters involved, and we've just got to think outside the box. But this exercise is actually pretty straightforward, pretty easy. All right, let's jump in. So we're going to now. By the way, one of the things that you need to do, and I personally forget to do this quite often when working with IP version 6, and that's actually this command here, IP version 6 unicast-routing. You go into the configuration mode, and you need to do this. Otherwise, these different interfaces will not be able to communicate with each other. It's just one of those things, right, that we've got to configure. All right, so let's jump into the, we're not going to do any security or anything like that. We're just going to do some nice configuration, see if we can zoom in a bit. I don't think I can. But anyway, that's not going to help that much. All right, let's do that. You should be okay. All right, so config T. Okay, and then we're going to go into interface. Sorry, we're going to do the routing now. I've almost forgot to do it, and I'm just going to copy and paste that. Okay, and then press enter, and now we can go into the actual interface. So if we look at this, if we go to step 2, we'll just let's type. Well, let's not copy and paste. Usually in production environments, you copy and paste because you don't want to make typing errors. But we want to get into the habit of doing this, and the best way of doing it ourselves is just typing it ourselves. We make mistakes here; it's not a problem because now I know that something's wrong here because it's not completing it. What I've forgotten to do, and I wanted to show this, and I keep forgetting to show my students. This is telling me that I'm not in the right area because this should be auto-completing when I press tab. So what I've forgotten to do is I haven't gone into the interface. So let's go into internet gig. Notice how that auto completes. That means that's the proper command for this scenario. So if we go into gigabit, sorry, I just noticed that it's 8 p.m. here, and I put it on night mode, and it automatically came on. So I'm just fixing that. Sorry guys. Okay, so internet gigabit, and I believe it will be 0, 0. If I do that, now we're in the interface mode for the giga. Pretty much like how we configure IP version 6. IP addresses, IP address, etc., and then network mask. Remember, we don't have network masks in IP version 6, we just have the slash notation. So let's do 2001-db8-1-1, not dash, sorry, semicolon, semicolon, 1, and then /64. Let's do that, and it's not happy because I've forgotten something, haven't I? Oh, yep. Address. This is good. We like making mistakes. There's no problems. What are we proving to at the moment? We're just all learning together, and we don't mind making mistakes. Okay. So IP address. I didn't complete the whole command. I didn't need to, because so I love Cisco iOS. It's smart enough to be able to complete the configuration for us. All right, so let's have a look at the next command. Okay, so we need to tell the Cisco router what type of address this is. So this is one thing we usually do forget that we need to do. We're actually going to say that it's a link local address, and that means that we don't want this to be publicly routed over the internet. Okay, so we're just telling that this is, or actually, you know something? We're actually configuring another IP address as link local. We want one that's not going to be routable over the internet. That's an important note. I was just about to go down the wrong path there and lead you astray. That's actually a link local that we want to configure. All right, so IP version 6, yep, and address, and that'll auto-complete. FE80 semicolon, 1, and link, and that's auto-completed for me. Great. No shut. Excellent. So we've got gigabit 0. I just forgot which one this one is. I think it's this one here. Let's fast forward that. Yeah, that looks like that one there. So we've got green everywhere. Have a look at sales over here. Nothing happening here. So let's have a quick look. Actually, let's go to command prompt, ipconfig, and yeah, nothing's happening. If we go to, yeah, no, there's nothing looking, nothing happening there. So we'll need to, we'll probably come back to this later on. Let's jump onto no shutdown. Great. Now let's do the other side. Let's do the other part of the other side. This one on the right here. This guy here. Okay. So interface gig. Let's see if that goes through. Beautiful. It doesn't show us, but we're now configuring interface gigabit Ethernet 0.1. Pretty much the same kind of configuration, but let's see what it wants from us. So what we're doing here is, so what we're pretty much doing here is we need to look at the addressing table. So this is where we're on our own here. We've got to do this on our own. Right, so let's have a look at the documents that we need to do. Refer to the addressing table for the correct IP address. So we'll need to do this ourselves. And where is that? Where is it? It's up here. this routing table. And then we've got some information here. Let's copy and paste this. What I'm doing, because I'm very efficient. In other words, lazy. So let's just go back to here and right click and paste. Let's do that again. The link local. And we probably don't need to do anything there. That's fine. We don't need to change it, but we'll need to do that. And then no shut. That's good. I always like to see this change state to up. That's always a good thing. All right, let's scroll down a bit. Configure IP address IPv6 addressing for serial interface. We need to refer to this diagram here. And let's do that. So right click, copy. And here it's interface serial 0, 0. And we'll just push it up nice and easy. I'm just going to paste this. And then, oh, it's overlapping. Let's do that again. Well, maybe I'll just delete that. All right, it's being a bit. Ah, paste. Okay, good. No, it's still not happy. You know what we'll do? How about we just type it out? IP address 2001 DB8 :1 :A001 2-64. Okay, great. And we'll do the same thing with as we did last time for the link local address. Okay, no shut. All right, change there. So now do IP. Now usually I do IP interface. Do show IP interface brief, and that gives me. It tells me what's going on here, but that's IP version 4. So let's have a look at IP version 6 to see if this command works. And it does. Remember, when we're doing my all-time favorite command, which is show IP interface brief, to show us a bit of a picture, we need to make sure that we put a version 6 on the end of that. So now we're getting a picture. We can see that I've assigned interface Giga interface 00, 01, and a serial interface. Okay. Fantastic. But now we've got the router. The router is good. The router is good. But now we have to assign the nodes, and then finally the ISP. Now the ISP is it's just a router for this, but we've got to configure this. We've got to go over to this one and configure that. So, but let's follow the how-to guide. All right, so let's jump on to, where are we? So let's, so this is part 2. So part 1's out of the way. It wants us to, so don't forget to, what have we missed out here? Looks like we want to do something. Let me just check this. Okay, so basically if you make an error on one of these IP addresses, IP version 6, you can type up and put a no in front of it, but you've got to type the whole thing. You've got to put the whole thing in there. You can't just write no IP version 6 address. You've got to type the whole thing with a no in front of it. That's all that's saying to us. All right, now let's configure our server first. So we'll go to our accounting server, which is this guy over here. We will not worry about DHCP or IP version 4 configuration, but we are going to do an IP version 6. Now notice this. We've got a link local automatically assigned. I could ping this interface, which is gig 00. If I pinged that, let's see what happens from the accounting, because we've got a link local address. Let's just for fun see what would happen So we would go ping IP version 6. Now can't remember if this works. No, it doesn't work. I've just got a memory block now. I'll be back in a second. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened there. So I paused and I had a look at it. For some reason, it's not letting us this accounting server. So maybe, yeah, it's a really strange one. Why would they put a server in there and not connect it? That's interesting. All right, let's go back to the other guys. We'll go to accounting. Yeah, that's so strange. It won't even let us set a new link there. That's strange. I'm going to investigate this further. I'll be back shortly. Okay, well, so that we can meet the criteria of this exercise, we'll just complete it. But that's just odd that we can't connect to that. And I'm not sure why Cisco has designed it that way. Maybe it'll something magically will happen. So let's just follow their instructions and just copy and paste that and go back into there, and we'll paste, and that'll be a 64. Default gateway is, remember I haven't done this, I've never done this exercise before, and the gateway will be the link local address, the local gateway. I don't know, maybe something magic will happen. No, nothing there. That's really, really interesting. Oh, never mind. We'll continue on. Yeah, look, I was just looking into this and I was just checking results. You can check to see how you're going, and it's happy. We've configured everything that it's asking us to do. So okay, we'll just continue on. No problems. Let's jump into the CAD. Same thing. We'll copy that. We'll go into the CAD server over there, and we'll just throw that into there. We'll just take the notation, put it there, 64, and same thing with the default gateway. We will do, where is it? There we go. It's going to be the same anyway, but put that there, and that's it. So that's configured. Now from here, I should be able to ping IP version 6, and let's try this now. I've forgotten the command again. Be back in a sec. Okay, I keep forgetting I'm in the command line, so it's simulating a Microsoft's command line interface. The command I'm actually doing is a Cisco command. That one there. It's actually just a. You don't need to do it in Microsoft land. I just ping the gateway, and I'm good. So I'm pinging this server over here all the way there. Okay, that's good. We're making some progress here. Not much left we have to do actually. That's what's next on the list. We have to do IP addresses on the sales and billing. This is really a piece of cake. So let's do this really quickly. So we'll do billing first. This laptop over here. Paste. It's going to be /64 as usual. And just to make sure that I know it's the same one, but I just like copy and pasting. I just want to make sure that this runs smoothly. Okay, good. Actually, that's supposed to be default gateway. All right, cool. Next, we need to jump over to sales. Go back up again, sales. We'll use this IP address here. Copy and paste, 64. Default gateway, we're going to use the link local gateway address. copy. Oops, wrong one. Fantastic. So we've done this. Now we'll do the design and engineering. And that's it for the lab. It's going to be, we're almost done. We'll go to design. This is just good for muscle memory. 64 and FE80. Yes, that should be good. Go to engineering. Where are we? Engineering. Yeah, here we go. Oops. And what was it? FE80. I better double check that because I don't know, it doesn't look right for some reason. No, that's fine. Great. Now, everything should be up and running now. So let's ping from this side over to that side. Let's see what happens. Double check if we've missed anything first. Test and connect. Okay. So let's go over. Okay, we'll go over to we'll go to sales and copy that. So we'll go to sales. You know what? I'm hoping this doesn't work. I don't want it to work. This has been too easy. I want to fail so that we can do some troubleshooting. So let's paste that. We'll go. Okay. Go. Alright, let's have a look. Did we do the right thing here? Alright, so it looks like we do have some errors. So be careful what you wish for. Request timed out. Okay. Let's do some troubleshooting. I'm happy this happened actually. So let's ping it. So we're pinging sales over to this side. Let's see if it's going to work. Oh, the accounting website should be working there. So this is where this server. You know what? This is not my fault. This server is down. It's not connected. I'm not really sure what's happening there. That's really weird. Not connected. There must be an issue. Did I accidentally delete something, or I don't know. You know what? We didn't. By the way, we didn't configure. Yes, we did. We did. Okay, I'm all over the place. Let's do the next one then. That's really strange. We'll jump over. Let's ping this CAD, or not ping. Let's go to the website. So see if we can download through the web browser that particular server. There we go. That's working now. Let's ping the ISP. DB8 1 2 semicolon what was that IP address? There it is. Actually, we should copy and paste that. Copy. Awesome, fantastic. So we've completed the exercise. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. That's really weird, isn't it? What happens? Let me do this for fun. Let's click on this one here. Disconnect is locked. I don't think we can. No, we can't even delete it if we wanted to. Oh, well, that's got me baffled. But in any case, it would have worked. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If anyone has any questions, please email me or SMS me or contact me if I'm your instructor, if I'm your teacher. If it's just someone stumbling across from the internet to this Facebook link, but you can, anyone from around the world, wherever you are, you can ask me a question in the comments. No problems, and I'll be delighted to answer. In the meantime, thank you everyone for popping in. If anyone wants me to do a video on something else, or you need any other information, doesn't matter what subject within Cisco or the Microsoft world, let me know. I'll set something up for you. Alright guys, have a good evening or morning or afternoon, whatever it is your way, and yeah, we'll see you soon. Have a great day. Take care.